The myth of communication skills. I know everyone on YouTube is shouting the same thing. If you want to improve communication skills, practice speaking as much as possible. Talk in front of a mirror. Maintain eye contact. Take pauses. Keep your body language right. And listen more. And then finally they say, just do all this and your communication skills will improve. But what if I tell you this isn't the whole truth? It's important, I agree. But in 90% of cases, these things don't even work. Let me give you an example. Tell me, do you get impressed by anyone in life? You must be right, whether it's male or female. And listen carefully. Watch the whole video until the end. It's going to be very valuable because at the end, I will tell you something that no one has told you yet. Okay? So there is a level of impression in our lives. In the old days, it used to be like vroom, vroom. If someone sped away on a bike, people would get impressed. Then it became about playing the guitar. I'll sing a song and people will be impressed. This lasted for a long time too, right? And honestly, it still happens. So what is your level? How do you get impressed? You must be right. Someone must look good. The guy should have a beard, a good physique, and be tall. For boys, anyone looks good as long as she is alive. Just need a girl and she should be alive. No, brother, not you. No, brother. Oh no, brother. If not this, then what is your level? Don't know. Many will say if the person speaks English, they get impressed. Many will say if the person is handsome or has a good body shape, they get impressed. Many will say if the person has a luxury car or a lot of money, they get impressed. The power of conversation. But let me tell you will sometimes be impressed by someone even if they don't look good. He could be a beggar. His clothes might be torn. He might not have money. So what impresses the most is the way they talk? Ask yourself. You must have seen many such videos on YouTube or Instagram Reels where someone is just replying or talking about mature things at a young age. You like those reels because that person speaks well. For example, Kaun Sir Aulak Pandey, Zakir Khan, Elvish Yadav, Karim Minati, Ashish Chanchlani, Vikas Divyakirti, Ojha Sir, Anirudh Acharya, and many others. Different fields, different personalities, but one common skill. They know how to talk. That's what impresses you. Take Kapil Sharma. He didn't become successful because of his looks. He didn't become successful because of money. He became successful because of his communication and humor. Just on the strength of his words and humor, that man is running such a big show today where the biggest celebrities, cricketers, and YouTubers all sit in front of him just because of his communication skills and comedy. Notice this carefully. Or the biggest example, look at your best friends. Best friends are really beautiful in the traditional sense. Very few people have best friends who are extremely handsome or beautiful. Otherwise, they are just like us, right? And why are we impressed by them? Because what are they good at? Talking banter? What banter? Connection over technicality. And the funny thing is, they neither take proper pauses nor follow body language correctly. In the name of body language, they are usually putting their hand on your shoulder. Or sometimes, if they come home, they sprawl out on a chair or bed with their legs wide open. You must have seen it. But still, you enjoy talking to them. Why? Because when the connection is strong, we don't look at their body language, eye contact, or whether they are taking pauses correctly. We don't care if their body posture is right. We listen to their words because friends are like that. They talk about interesting things like, hey, did you know that girl ran away with someone? Or did you know Chintu wrote a love letter to the teacher in school? They always have something interesting to say. New stories, new gossip, new topics. That's why people enjoy their company. They don't have money. They don't look good. They don't wear great clothes and their dressing sense is zero. But what do? Well, they talk. And what do we call this in English? Communication skills, the art of conversation. And you'll be surprised to know that in 2026, the demand for this skill has increased significantly. Like a lot. So if you learn this, life becomes Jainga la ala. Great. Which la ala? Jainga la ala. And if you are watching the video up to this point, then comment communication skills so I'll know who made it this far and whose attention span is better than the rest. Communication Nico English, and let me clear one thing at the start. Communication skills do not mean speaking English or that you must know English. That is not the whole truth. English is the language, just like Hindi is the language. but communication skills are a skill. Okay, I hope you take this myth out of your mind from today. But if you don't know English and want to learn how to speak it, I have already made a video on that. I'll put it in the description. Okay, if you are a student meaning in school or college, this is the best time for you to learn this skill. Why? Because here you can improve your communication skills with less effort, and here you will always keep getting new opportunities where if you make a mistake, everyone will forget. But imagine a person who is 25-30 years old and now needs to improve communication skills for an interview or job. They need more time, more money, and more effort. They have to put in more effort than you. They'll have to join a new library, go to gyms, cafes, and malls. They'll have to invest both money and time to improve. But you don't. Level 1. The beginner. The reason-based approach. Now let's talk about the real problem. People tell you to talk and practice for communication skills, but no one tells you how to start the conversation. That's a real issue. I know, bro. That's why I've divided how to start a conversation into 3 levels. Level 1, 2, and 3. Beginner, intermediate, and finally the most important, advanced. Don't miss this. Level 1 is the absolute beginner level. This is for those who are very shy, who don't talk to anyone, always stay in their room, and consider themselves introverts, like they can't talk to anyone. At this level, you will talk in a completely indirect way with a strong reason. For example, suppose you are in the market or at school, college. Go to any random person who has a watch or phone and just ask what time is it. As soon as they tell you, just leave. This is the absolute beginner level, and I am giving you 4 or 5 such questions like what time is it, or where is this fast food shop, where is this street, where is this library. If you are in class, ask for a pen, book, or copy. You just have to break your comfort zone and start a conversation with a reason. Earlier I used to think I have an ego, why should I go and talk to anyone? But when I got a little wiser, I realized it's not ego. Saurav, you are scared, you are afraid of rejection. That's why you don't talk. Personal experience and breaking the ice. Okay? When I was a beginner, I used to start conversations with random guys with a reason. Once I went to a very beautiful girl in my class and only asked, can I get a water bottle? No, hi, no, hello, no, excuse me. Because brother, I am from a village. These city cool words are not my style and people won't connect with it either. They just say, he's showing off his English. And honestly, if I used it forcefully, people wouldn't connect. It would sound fake. Okay, at first she was a little shocked because probably for the first time, a boy had talked to her in such a direct and confident voice. At that time, most of the boys and girls in my class didn't talk. Everyone just looked, but no one spoke. Okay, then she gave the water bottle. I drank the water and returned the bottle. Simple, that's it. No drama, no overthinking. After that, whenever I felt thirsty, I would ask her. And gradually we started talking. And without even realizing it, we became friends. Later my friends in class were saying, brother, are you crazy? You are talking to anyone. You are asking for anything from any boy or girl. Why did you ask her for a water bottle when we already have one? But I intentionally talked like that so the other person wouldn't feel awkward or troubled. My goal wasn't to impress. My goal was just one thing, to keep the conversation normal. The shift from Sigma to social, but the truth is, as soon as I entered 11th and 12th, I decided and made up my mind that now I would improve my social skills. Whether it felt awkward, someone rejected me or made fun of me, I didn't care at all. Because before this, I had done all that Sigma male, poker face, wolf mode, don't show emotions. Ignored everyone's stuff after watching movies and cool anime characters, and honestly, the result was that I was becoming even more shy and introverted. Okay, so in level 1, you just have to do one thing. Start a conversation with a reason, like I told you, or ask for help, and then leave. That's it, because talking this way is the easiest and safest. The other person neither feels awkward nor feels under pressure. If they know the answer to the question you ask, they will simply give it. And if they have something like a water bottle, pen, copybook, and so on, they will happily help. And remember one thing, people love helping people, especially when they feel that someone is genuinely getting help because of them. Remember how long it has been since someone asked you for help? So never be shy in asking for help. I say ask for help with an open heart. Okay, this was level 1, which will help you start a conversation. But the other person won't take any interest in you. They won't remember you. But level 2 is where the other person will take a genuine interest in you and remember you. Level 2, intermediate. The power of compliments. Level 2. Intermediate. In level 1, you saw that we just started with a reason and left, which meant the other person didn't remember much. Now in level 2, we will add one thing, a genuine compliment. Tell me, how many compliments do you get daily? Girls might get one or two daily, but for boys, many days pass without anyone praising them. And remember one thing, everyone likes a compliment on one condition, that it's not fake. Let me explain with a real example. You must have noticed in school or college. Some people come up and immediately say, "Brother, you are so smart, you are looking very cute. Brother, you are a topper," or "Your face is beautiful." And what happens is that the other person immediately becomes alert. Why? Because if you compliment the body or face, it feels creepy to them. Don't give direct compliments. Casually notice their work or effort. Compliment things that are linked to personal effort. Effort are natural and safe. For example, if you are in school or college and you start a conversation with a reason like "what time is it?" then give a small compliment like "this watch looks really good on you." Similarly, ask for a pen or copy with a reason. Then if their handwriting is genuinely good, give a small compliment like "your handwriting is quite good." You can do this with anyone's shoes, jacket, hair, phone cover, chain, shirt, or anything. Simple, normal, real. The level 2 strategy, how to use level 2. Step 1. Start a conversation with a reason. Same as level 1. For example, "what time is it?" or "can I get a pen?" Step 2. As soon as you get help, give a genuine compliment without overdoing it. For example, "this watch really suits you," or "this handwriting looks really good." That's it. Step 3. Smile and leave. No forcing, no small talk. A big mistake you should never make. Never say, "by the way, can we be friends?" Or "can I get your number?" Or "can I know your Instagram ID?" No, don't do all this because at that moment, only one thought comes to the other person's mind. Oh, so the help and compliment were just an excuse. You must have noticed when a salesman comes and says, "Sir, there's a best offer for you. Sir, just 2 minutes." We already know his real intention is to sell something. Result, we ignore them. The same thing happens in conversation. Don't create pressure in the conversation. Don't show that you are trying to get something. Just keep it a normal human interaction. You start the talk with a reason. Stay normal, give a compliment, and you leave. That's it. Why level 2 works so well? The other person feels safe. You look confident, not needy. Next time they will remember you and the conversation will naturally move forward. In level 3, we will make the conversation deep and interesting on this very foundation. But for now, just start with a reason. Give a genuine compliment, smile, and leave quietly. Level 3, Advanced. The Ford Formula. Level 3, Advanced. Until now, we were only starting the talk with a reason, giving a little compliment, smiling, and leaving, but honestly, there was a problem. It wasn't fun, the connection wasn't felt. First of all, let me clear one thing. In the advanced level, I won't tell you any pickup lines or cringe lines like other YouTubers who say top 5 lines to impress a girl or say this and she will go crazy for you. Brother, all this is nonsense. It only looks good in scripted movies and videos. It's for views in scripted reels, not in real life. Okay. In level 3, we will move the talk forward so it's not boring. Now suppose a simple situation. You ask someone, "Brother, what time is it?" They told you. Now you can end the conversation here. But if you stop here, what was the point of watching the video? You want to improve social skills, right? So this is where level 3 starts. If you noticed your phone, cover, shoes, or any normal thing, you can say, "by the way, these shoes look really great on you." The person will say, "Oh thanks, they are just normal." Now you can ask, "where did you get the shoes? How much were they? What is your name?" This will move the talk forward. That's it. Avoiding the awkward silence, but this is where the main problem used to start. I also used to do all this. Started the talk with a reason or compliment, asked the name, where they live, where they got it, and then boom, sudden awkward silence. My mind would go blank. I literally wouldn't understand what to say next. This didn't just happen face to face. It used to happen with me on calls too. Initially, I'd say, "how are you, brother? Is everything okay? What's going on? Tell me about yourself." And then dead silence. And that silence felt very uncomfortable. Try it yourself, meet an unknown person, and maximum questions will be, What is your name? What do you do? Where do you live? How old are you? That's it. After this mind blank because these are all information based questions, not connection based. So what is the solution? I found the solution and that is the FORD formula. And trust me, this formula doesn't just create conversation, it creates a connection. What is the Ford formula? F family. Ask questions related to family. Like who scores the most at home, mom or dad? Who supports the most? Who handles the farming work at home? O occupation. Ask questions about their work. Like what is the toughest part of your job? If they are from school or college, ask which subject do you like the most? Which teacher do you think is right? Or recreation. This is where the conversation goes from boring to interesting. Ask what do you like to do in your free time? Which app do you use the most? Pick a topic and go deep into it. If they like YouTube, ask questions related to that. If they like watching movies, ask about that. Go inside the topic. D. Dreams. Use this when the other person is comfortable. You can ask, what do you want to become later? Or is there any confusion going on right now? Remember one rule. If the person gives short answers, change the topic. Don't force it. The final secret. Be a fan, the most important rule. 90% of people make this mistake. Question after question, as if taking an interview. Name. What do you do? Where do you live? The person gets bored, you get awkward, and the conversation dies. What is the right rule? You have to ask questions, but not just ask, listen and react. And most importantly, share something about yourself too. Like, oh man, this happened to me too. This is where a good bond is formed. This is where the conversation becomes real. This is where the person connects. So use the 4 formula so that the talk remains engaging, not just you and but a connection. But if the talk doesn't move forward even with this formula, then do one thing. Become that person's fan. Literally. Earlier what used to happen with me, a delivery guy would come, I take the parcel and go inside. But now what do? Whenever a parcel guy comes, I talk like a fan. Hey brother, how many orders do you deliver in a day? What time do you leave in the morning? You have to roam so much every day? You must get tired, right? I take a genuine interest in them, and you will be surprised to know that they have now become my friends. Result? Earlier I had to wait 2 to 3 days for an order, but now I order in the morning and by evening I call. Brother, it would be great if you could bring it today. And they say, yes brother, you're bringing it. See, action over knowledge. Remember the final rule? When you don't understand what to say, just do one thing. Catch their interest and ask questions. Like a fan. People love telling their stories. You just need to know how to listen. Okay, so these are the 3 levels through which you can improve your communication skills. Now you know everything. The problem is not knowledge. The problem is action. If you don't take action, your social skills will never improve. Honestly, earlier I also used to just watch videos like this, where a boy or girl is approaching with confidence. It was fun to watch and I think I'll do it too, but I never did. Why? Because the dopamine I should have gotten from talking to people in real life, I was taking just by watching videos. But the day I understood these 3 levels, I started approaching in real life. And now I am telling you the truth. Even after knowing these 3 levels and the formula, you won't be able to talk to people. You will feel afraid. You won't get the confidence to talk if you don't know that one thing. You can watch as many videos as you want, but you will never be able to approach with confidence without it. What is that one thing? If you want to know, click on this video appearing on your screen now. Click it, I'll meet you in that video. Bye.